Okay, I hope everyone's doing good. Now, in this video, I want to focus on something very specific, and it's going to be for both free-to-play and pay-to-win players. So what am I talking about? We're going to buy some things. Well, in reality, we're going to talk about what you should buy. So this is going to go for free-to-play and pay-to-win, and I do think there are things that both players need to avoid because they are scams in both cases. So please check the timestamps. We're going to talk about the free-to-play aspect first, since that is everyone who matters in this, right? So I mean, by free-to-play, I mean like the exchange zone and also the special offer zone, okay? So keep that in mind. Free-to-play and pay-to-win can both gain from this aspect, and honestly, as a pay-to-win, I fucked myself over. I'll explain that later. Now, for the pay-to-win aspect, we're going to talk about the best packs in order. And I think this is going to help a lot of people. A lot of people wanted to know what packs they should buy. So feel free to go to that point. We're going to be putting timestamps on the video. So if you're a pay-to-win only caring about that, you go to that. But for now, let's start with the free-to-play shops. So the exchange shops. Now, in special offer, you have your basic shit. Make sure every day that you are going to be getting the spiritual power. Now, if you're free to play, don't really touch anything else. I don't think anything here is worth it, okay? Obviously, these are going to self-convert when you do summons, but don't care about that. Snap Nexus is more for pay to wins. This is going to increase your gear to 6-star, which we're going to talk about very soon, okay? Very soon. However, I don't think that it's really that worth it at the moment, so keep that in mind. Now I'm going to put my camera over here a bit, so I'm not really covering too much. Let's put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. There we go. I should probably keep it here. It's usually better for this game. Now the quarter keys, good for pay to win. If you're like a Giga Whale, I think they are worth it. If you're buying all the packs and you're not going for dupes, I think what you're going to get is the Snap Nexus and the quarter keys. You're definitely going to have a bit of a better time, especially because, right, you could actually dupe out the gear pieces, right? I mean, the unique stamps, you can dupe them out, and it's pretty big increases. It is actually pretty big increases, I would say. So keep that in mind. Now, after the Jade Shop, we got the advanced tickets. Now, what should you be getting from this? I think you should exclusively be getting limited tickets and also limited stamp tickets, nothing else. Dupes are great, but over time, you can still get them, right? And I don't think it's worth 2,000, okay, just to put it into perspective, one dupe would cost you 40 limited pulls. Like, this is half of a rate up pity. It's not worth it. Now for ticket stub, the best things to get, in my opinion, are obviously the limited tickets, which, by the way, this did not have 4 days yesterday, and I was scared this wasn't going to reset, but it does. So you get all the tickets, and then after that, you could get what you need. What I would recommend is sticking to, like, a lot of the con. I feel like there's a lot that you could get from this, but basically, I would not really splurge too much. With these ticket stubs, what I would do is approach it where I use it when I need it, okay? That's probably the best way to go about it. Now, for the exchange zone, this is where my problem came in and where I fucked up. So I used so much of these, right? Now, challenge supplies, well, as the name says, you're going to be getting them from challenges. So you could get it from Unknown Adventure. You're going to be getting it from Trial Tower. You're going to get 100 every trial. Then you're also going to be getting it from Co-op Campaign, which I should get a good amount. Yeah, I should get 500. So it's like, I'm definitely going to be chilling. I get 500 from that today. And then there's also Weekly Boss, which you could get, I think that's what, 400, 640 a week. So, you know, you could definitely get some good stuff. Problem is, one thing that did unlock, and, you know, I probably should have been more cognizant of, was Snap Nexus. Now, what are Snap Nexuses for? When you get to level 45, which I know is a while, but you're going to have to prepare for this because there's only so much you could get. If we go to stamps, then one thing you're going to see is you could start up. Now, starting it up is going to increase the max level, and also advanced stats will be enhanced. So this is something a bit more late game, but it takes 10. So basically, per month, they're allowing you here to get 3 ascended. I wasted everything. Like, I would have been able to max buy this almost if I didn't waste everything on everything else. So please be aware that you're only able to get 30 a month, and free to play is only going to have access to this next month. That's fine. But when you do have access to a next month, if you haven't splurged yet, like me, make sure you save for Snap Nexuses because this is a finite resource. So there you go. Now for guild supplies, there's not really much that matters. I think the ectoplasm is the best thing. Besides that, besides ectoplasm, maybe anything else. Literally whatever you want. It's not a great shop, but mainly the best thing about guilds, which I thought they were back. Anyway, the best thing about guilds was that you could get the stamina pills every week, right? So extra stamina refreshes, which I think was the best thing. So there you go. That's going to be it for the free-to-play section. Okay, that is mainly it. I think the main thing I had to say regarding free-to-plays was make sure you save for the Stamp Nexus, which it costs a lot, right? So in total, I think it's going to be, just checking here, so it's 260 per. That's going to be 7,800 per month, which is a lot. So definitely keep that in mind. Now then, let's go into the packs. Which are the best to get? We're going to go in order, in my opinion at least. So the number one most important is this monthly card. This monthly card is going to be giving you 3,000 jades a month, but with this extra 300, that's going to be 3,300 and one stamina pill a day. That stamina pill really makes this one of the better monthly cards. So like, I think it's about $5, I would like to say. I don't know the exact prices, but I'm still like, you know, it's about the same thing. With the stamina pill, it's very worth it. Now, moving on from that, what I recommend people, I'm going to put both of these links down below to see if you're global or SCA. Now, keep in mind, SCA means if you go in the App Store, you're going to see it ran by Newverse, okay? So it's very easy to check if you're SCA, okay? You go Bleach, you see Newverse, you're SCA, okay? If you go Bleach and you see Crunchyroll, you're global, okay? I'm going to put both of these down below. There are web stores. There's a global web store and an SCA web store. Now, this is the second best pack for you guys to get. And that second best pack is going to be, where is it? I need to find it. It's a $5 pack. So, hold on. All right, yeah, I was tweaking. It was right there. So this monthly voucher. For me, this is about maybe $7. And it's very good. For $5 USD, same price as the monthly, you get 10 limited vouchers a month. So you're definitely going to want to get this on the web store. Now, what's really nice about this is all you need to do really is input your player ID, and then you could get this. So even on SCA, getting it on the web store should be very easy. So, you know, spending here is nice, where you could get this once a month. Also means that in a couple days, we're going to have access to that. So, you know, as another pack, that one's amazing. Now, from that, the ones afterwards are these. These are the other very good ones where you get 10 limited pulls, some extra jades, and a stamina pill. Here it's for weapon tickets, for the stamp tickets, and then here it's just double for character tickets. So from this, what you're able to do, since there's 2 boxes each, you could get 40 limited pulls for characters and 20 for stamp, this is crazy, right? Why I'm saying that is because of the fact that this is literally half of a pity, like half of everything you need. Because a pity in total is 80 plus 40, 80 character, 40 stamp. This gives you 60 in total. And that's roughly 60 pulls for, I would like to say $80. Let me actually verify that one. So it is going to be $70. Sorry, $70 for 60 pulls. But wait, not just 60 pulls, right? You're also getting another, 1,400, so 2,800, right? You're going to be getting another like 3,500 jades. So technically from this, you're getting 80 pulls for $70, which means my rule of thumb in these gachas, not just for this gacha, for other gachas, always try to make sure you're getting more than 1 pull per dollar. Always try at least that to make sure it's more than 1 pull per dollar, and you're going to be looking good, right? So, you know, probably stick to the character ones. I think most people are going to really care about the character ones, but it doesn't really matter. This one is for later, okay? Mainly because it's over double. So these are like slightly cheaper. As you can see, 350%, this is 300%. So it's like, these are slightly cheaper. So definitely start with these, and then afterwards you can get this, okay? So first monthly, get the web store, get these. Now, I'd say the battle pass actually is quite valuable in terms of materials, right? If you're trying to get a lot of materials, I don't think the pulls are like super crazy, right? I don't think you're going to be getting like a super crazy amount of pulls. Like, I think that's like 4 limited tickets, 6, right? And then 8, I think you get like 10, and then you could get some G's from this. It's mainly the materials. So for me personally, I think this ranks after the Rising Black Moon packs, okay, after these like really high value ones, because the materials are very good. I feel like the materials have helped me a lot. And for level 30, you also get this stamp earlier, right? So you get to choose one of the stamps, or you could choose a dupe. So I would say maybe the dupe might be even more valuable, but you know, it's really up to you guys. Like this was actually very nice to where I was able to now complete my stamp collection. I think I have everyone's stamp. which I do. Yes, I do have everyone's stamps. So definitely battle pass wise, like value, it gives a good amount of currency, but mainly it's also for the materials. Then if you go afterwards, it would be golden beginnings. These are actually really good. You got 21 tickets for each, so you could get the player level, the main story one. I think the player level one is not really worth it unless you're like a whale. If you're a whale, you could definitely get that one. From there, it's obviously going to be the top up, and I really recommend people to not do more than the first top up. And the main reason is because of something very obvious. Well, these reset every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. They reset every 2 weeks. So because they reset every 2 weeks, this is 80 pulls every 2 weeks for 70 bucks. So the price you're getting on the value from this compared to like other packs is really fucking good. So I would definitely say, yes, these are like, this is the last one you'd get in terms of value, right? In terms of the packs, but like, this is not bad, right? Overall, just $32.90 for the highest one is 105. 105 for the max amount is a bit cheaper than usual. It is actually a bit cheaper than usual. I'm comparing it to like Weathering Waves, etc. But only for double is it worth it, right? Because you'd be getting 8 multis for 105 bucks here, which is like worse value than this, right? But you're getting a shit ton of jades, which maybe you want for stamina, right? So, I don't want to buy it. So, like that's what I mean, right? Sure, technically you're getting more pulls here, but what these allow you, if you're like more of that higher spender, is to get the extra stamina refreshes. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts in order of which ones you should be buying, okay? And with this, right, if you want to get the jades, the gift packs are really worth it, right? They are extremely worth it because there's not many things you're going to be using paid for. So I think that this is actually really nice. The growth packs are for sure the best ones, like guaranteed. The starter packs are okay. I mean, it's going to help boost your account. The weekly packs are decent, right, for your higher spenders, but the growth packs are really good because they give a shit ton of stamina. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts. I kind of ranked them in order, so there you go. You could start from the beginning of this section and just go by what I did there. Now, should you be using jades with stamina? Only if you're trying to push. For me, why did I do it? Because I wanted to see Toshiro, right? I made it clear that like on stream multiple times, I just wanted to play with Toshiro. I thought it was in chapter 8. It was chapter 7, even better for me. So there we go. I got to play Toshiro. But I'd say that, maybe once you get to like level 40, you could stop refreshing, okay? Maybe 40 or 45. After that, you could like do what you want, right? I think you're kind of in a place where you don't need to do too much, right? You're not going to be needing to do as much with that, which I think makes it that you're fine. Overall, you're going to be fine if you don't do max refreshes. But at the beginning, I think max refreshes are warranted a bit as a spender. This is what I wanted to say for like don't spend. Sorry, I completely forgot about one pack. So what you should not be doing, what you should not be spending on is this. This is the last part of the video. I'm going to put timestamps. Do not get this. It's like maybe 30-ish dollars Canadian, which is wild. Okay, I think it's on here too. Is it? No. Anyway, you know which pack it is. You get the Ichigo one after getting the stamps. So it's like, after you do a bunch of stamp corridor, that's when I unlocked it. And I did buy it. Problem is, I bought it, and then afterwards, I pulled it again. So now it's dupe 2. So long term, it's just not going to be good. Because in Stamp Corridor, you could get Ichigos, right? You could get it here, guaranteed. Obviously, you have to get a bit of luck, but I did get the luck. So for me, that was $30 where it would have just been better to get pulls. So I do not think that it is worth it personally. That is my overall thoughts on that, right? I don't think it is that worth it. So that's my thoughts. I think that since you're able to pull it, it's just since you're able to get it for free, I don't think it's worth it. Obviously, it might take a bit more time to get, but unless you're a high spender, sure, go for it. But if you're like a mid to low spender, definitely do not get it. So that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye-bye.